All right, good morning, everybody. Today we're looking at SNOA here. We're going from about $1.27 to a high here of about 240. FWBI, kind of the same story. Nice run up from 450 all the way up to 716. ATNF here going from probably around 320 here to about 430. INPX going from lows of $1.94 to 256, but we're on kind of a downtrend with this one, so I'm not really too much of a fan of that. IKT here, same story, a little bit of a downtrend, but we did see this run up from 83 cents all the way to $1.28, back down to 99 cents. Hopefully we see a bounce somewhere here. We do have a gap to fill, so if we don't see a bounce here pretty soon, it'll obviously just start heading down. We have 92 cents to about $1.62 here on CDTX. It's been sitting pretty flat for quite some time here, so I don't actually think we're going to be getting very far with this one, but you never know. And then we have ARDS here. So ARDS has been going from about 87 cents to a high here of $1.25, sitting around 95 cents right now. Hopefully we break back above that 200 pretty soon. If not, we're probably not going to be trading this one either. So, and do we have anything new popping up? ENSC just popped up, so we can take a look at ENSC real quick. That one's looking pretty good so far. Price action looks a little slim, but everything else looks fine. We got 16 seconds till open. Yeah, nothing else really looks new, so we'll just run with this. Hopefully, we'll see if SNOA drops. If it drops to the 200 on the 1 minute, we might take a play on that. Beyond that, though, we have $100 level here that we need to watch, and FWBI sitting up pretty high as well. So let's keep an eye on this as well. Maybe bounce off the 20. Looks like it will. So we're going to go ahead and maybe take an FWBI trade. This could be a little risky. It's a little high up, but $7 entry. We're going to go for maybe, yeah, see, that's why it's risky. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do anything below or until 650. This has already been quite the run up. We do know there's some resistance up here. I think we leave it alone. SNOA did take a little bit of a dip there to $1.92. Does look like it pushed back up. We could try a SNOA trade. SNOA's not too bad here. 205, 220. Maybe just what puts us below here? $1.86. That's far. That's too far. We won't be able to get there. Let's go with a $2 stop, I guess. So you're just gonna have to jump in and have a. You can give it a little bit more room for a stop loss. You could give it maybe 7, maybe 8 cents if you want to push it, but you definitely don't need anything crazy. So if you get 205, great. If you can get below 205 on a pullback, even better. FWBI, you know what, it is breaking up a little bit here. We got 699 to 730. Maybe we do take a trade on FWBI as well. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll try for 680 on it. Yeah, we're pretty close to there already. We'll go for 780, and then we'll go for a 660 stop loss. So we're only going to give it 20 cents. It's not really going to be a huge stop loss. We don't really have a ton of room on this either, because that does not get us to a support area. So if you start to see this breakdown like even further, it might just be okay to cut it. Because we're not gonna hit the bounce off this level, I don't think. 667, gonna jump in here. Okay, so I mean I could move this down. Could I move it down to 640? Not really. I could move it down to 647. Where would that be? Okay, 647 is not bad. That still gives me the 20 cents. So if you got in lower, moved, stop to 647. Got in 667. We're up at 690 here. That's not too bad. I could take a little bit here. Taking a bit of profit. FWBI. So we're going at 690-ish. And then SNOA. I saw that move down. Moved up a little bit, but then moved down quite dramatically. So that one did stop us out at $2. and then bounced right off that 200. So that's kind of what we were waiting to see. Let's see if it retests here, and maybe we'll try again. So we can say we stopped out on SNOA. ATNF making its move here, breaking through some resistance. We've got INPX. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of a move out of that one. We haven't seen it yet. CDTX not doing anything. ARD's kind of bouncing around here. Still hasn't broken through that 200 and held yet. ENCS is just opened and went down to the 20 here. I don't know if we're expecting more of a drop. It's right on the VWAP right now. These are reversal candles. They should start to head up. We could try it. We don't have a lot of data to go off of with ENSC, so this is kind of risky, but 0.76 maybe. Yeah, well, maybe we'll say 77. Now we're right at the bottom here. We can get 76. Oh man, it's dropping. And on that note, if we're waiting to get in here, I don't know if I'm ready to jump in at this low here. And we're starting to gap up to, what's the spread here? The spread's almost 2 cents. Yeah, you know what? At this price point with a 2-cent spread, I don't think I want to take that chance. We'll just hold off on that. CDTX here made a pretty substantial move from $1.05 to $1.15, moving its way back down from the rejection off VWAP, so we'll just hold off on that too. INPX looks like it wants to go. We have to break through this resistance though and get past $2. SNOA, a nice bounce off that 200, so we saw the retest, bounced up pretty high. Didn't manage to get in on that. FWBI, we moved up to 648. So if you're watching, or sorry, 748. So if you're watching that, make sure that you take some profits when you're up that high. ATNF here on its way back down now. So we're hoping to see this maybe come back down to this 360 level, but we might see a bounce right back down to that 350 level on the 200. INPX not breaking through yet. IKT's breaking down. CDTX came down a little bit, moved back up a little bit, not really doing a whole lot. ENSC, it's still holding here, but I really don't trust it on this level. So I don't really want to take that chance. SNOA did go up to 214, back down to the 90 EMA at $2. We could take a chance on it again. We'd be running in this a little late. SNOA, $2. We're going to be aiming for, I want to say 230. I think this has a lot of room to move up. And then for a stop, we're going to go with $1. See, realistically, a safe stop's going to be like $1.86, $1.87. Yeah, $1.86. But we can't afford to give it that much room, so I think I'm just going to go with $1.90. I'm going to give it the full, 10 cents here, which is still a fairly big stop loss, but we kind of need it. It's looking pretty good right now, 213. If you jumped in around $2 when we were talking about it down here, maybe 203 or whatever, you could start to think about taking some profits here. Anything above that 10-cent mark, because that's going to be the one-to-one. Taking profit, SNOA, 213-ish. So yeah, you're looking for that one-to-one ratio for your first scale out. You never exited SNOA? Lucky. Look at you. Right back to the shenanigans. FWBI's hitting that VWAP. ATNF here. Not really doing a whole lot that we want to see here. It is coming back down. I'd like to see it come back down all the way to the 200 though. CDTX breaking out a little bit here. This one would be good to jump into, I think, but again, there's not really any clearly defined levels in here. So we'd basically be relying on $1.15 to hold now, which I don't think will happen. ENSC not doing anything. So really CDTX is the only thing in this area here that's looking any good. Yeah, we can put that ahead of ATNF here. FWBI breaking down, so we're stopping on the remainder. So hopefully you took some at that 740, 750 level. Is it worth touching here? Not really sure yet. I don't really see a whole lot that I want to see here. It did bounce off support. There is VWAP up here, but I feel like we should have held a VWAP if anything. SNOA is pushing to 220 here, so again, if you took around that 213 level, 222, 223 is going to be another 10 cents. Make sure you take some more there. So taking some more profit. SNOA, 223-ish, we'll say. So far, FWBI is holding nicely. Waiting to see if we see a breakdown from here or not. CDTX back down. This is kind of what we want to see. Is it going to bounce off the 20 though, or is it going to come back down to $1.06? Because that's a difference that we can't really account for with a stop loss. Looks so far like bouncing off the 20, which isn't really what I want to see. Wanted to see a further drop on that. ATNF still showing some negative price action here, so I'm assuming it's still going to head down. ENSE, yeah, also giving a lot of mixed signals. The spread's still pretty bad. 1 cent on this is going to be pretty big. You're looking at 2% just in spread there. So I think for the most part, we're just going to hang back on ENSE until that spread's gone, if that happens. Okay, so we saw that hit 224 back down to the support area here, 205. We can take a look here and see if this is going to hold. If it doesn't hold, I would suggest just cutting if it gets down to like $2 here with the remainder. You don't want to have to blow the rest of your thing. We can pick up another trade down here at $1.90 if it comes down much further. We shall see. CDTX does bounce off the 20 all the way back up, so we saw that go from $1.10 to $1.15. I guess we could try to get in on CDTX here to $1.10 then, if it does come back down. I still think this is risky. We're going to go for at least $1.25 off it, and then have $1.05 stop. Well, you know what, if we stretch this, maybe we can get it down to $1.04. Let's go for $1.04. I know that's going to be like 6%, but if we can get $1.04, I'd actually be a little bit more comfortable somewhere with that. If you have to get in higher too, I mean, if you're going to get in higher, you just basically want to stop at like 109, bottom of 109. So if you're going to jump in around here, 109 is going to be the stop. SNOA moves back up right off of that 204 level, so we're seeing that back up to 217. ATNF does look like it's actually starting to curl up. We're going to see if it can break through this resistance. I think it's going to get rejected. I don't see this flying through here. No, volume's too low. Spread's pretty bad too. I am waiting for a little bit of a drop at least. We're too close to the top of the band. ARD's not doing much. CD or ENSE here is not doing much. INPX not doing much. ATNF, yeah, not going anywhere we want to see it yet. FWBI did break down just a little bit further, so we could be seeing this down to 616. SNOA's back up to that 220 level. I still like to hit 230 before we cut at least the next little bit. And then we have CDTX here, which is still pushing up against that 115 resistance, but I really don't think it'll break it. And even if it does, I don't think it's going to fly up much further unless we see some really strong price action. So we'll have to just kind of wait and see. We have GMPL. We'll get rid of, what are we going to get rid of? IKT. This one does have volume, but yeah, it's got a 2 cent spread. I don't like that. GMBLP. Oh, that's just not fun. That's what halted. Anything else? Glop. No, we don't like Glop. Definitely don't like that. I think we got all the big ones. Is that EHTH? This one's not looking too bad here. $6 to almost $7. We could keep that one open for now. We might find something playable. ATNF drops to that 200. That's where we want to take our play. So that 200 was sitting on about let's call 360 since we're up a little bit. I'll go for, yeah, about $4. And then we're just going to give it a 345 stop. You probably don't even need quite that much room, but and you could definitely get lower than 360 here. CDTX is down to that $9 level, so this is where I'm going to buy in. $9. We're going to go for $20, and then we're going to give it that $4 area. So we actually ended up looking better here than anticipated. Might even get lower. You could even get lower here. This price action says, yeah, it's going to drop a little bit. So we might even get a little bit more lucky. We're up at $1.11. Remember, about every 2 cents, you're getting 2% off this. So we're taking some profit. Yeah, I'd say $1.11. You might be able to squeeze it till $1.12. CDTX. I should have specified the stock. There you go, $1.13. Gonna take it. I think we could probably squeeze out more. We're gonna want to take some more at $1.15 because we've got resistance there. ATNF breaking down quite a bit. So if you jumped in with me, you're probably stopping out. Ooh, that's not the number I meant to type in. Okay. ATNF broke down just a little bit further than anticipated. This looks like more of a breakdown than a bounce right now, so I'm okay with that. We'll leave it be. SNOA is coming down as well, so like we said, this hits about $2. It's probably time to cut the remainder. We could probably look at picking up some more shares here around $1.90, so we'll see about that when it drops. We're seeing some sort of movement here. It's not great though. INPX finally moved up, still rejecting off the 200, so not in the playable area yet. CDTX is still bouncing around. We saw that as high as $1.13. Still looking for $1.15 for the next scale out. FWBI breaks down even further. ARDS also tries to pull up. ENSC starting to run here. Spread's a little bit better now. That's good. We see volume picking up. Obviously, price action's been picking up as well. We could try for a play here. ENSC. It's going to be messy though. Maybe 0.86. If we could get 8.6 for an entry. We're going to go for 0.95. I think we might hit a big pullback here, so we're going to be a little cautious on our entry here. 0.84, and we're just going to say 2 cents from wherever you jump in. So we could see that pull back pretty quick, or we might just continue to run. It's really hard to tell when you're in a stock like this. But yeah, I'd give it 2 cents. You could maybe give it 3 cents. That's about it though. 87 to 92, 93 so far. So if you got in around 87, you can look at taking some profit. ENSC. Wow, we're up real high, 0.95. 97. 97. I'm going to take profit here. I think this could probably, if this pushes to $1, we could see this break out and probably hit at least $1.05 pretty quick. The only problem, that was quick. Where's the halt? It's only when it benefits the market makers. There, we broke $1.04 just like that. Gonna take some more profit. Taking some more profit. 104. I think we just halted. It should have been a while ago though. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-minute candles, right? So we're looking at 82 cents. So we're only, it's supposed to halt after 10% gains. So I mean, we should have been halting at 90 cents or around 90 cents. Yeah, they wanted to break $1 to halt. Your default TP kicked in. Well, that's a good problem to have, I guess. That's definitely not the worst thing that could have happened. Yeah, INPX is finally breaking through the 200, so now we can start to watch INPX a little bit here. SNOA is also coming down, so we want to watch CDTI, ATNF We do want to watch INPX, and we want to watch ENSC because we finally got the move we wanted out of it. Usually goes the other way, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they waited for a whole dollar to halt. I mean, this is the bullet. See, this is the thing. This is why I feel like sometimes this is rigged, because everybody knows that breaking a whole dollar is very psychological, and you know there's going to be a lot of bullish pressure right after you break it. So seeing that now, I would say that, like, you know, we're obviously going to be building pressure on open unless people change their minds. And that could happen. You could see a bunch of people, you know, who get excited when they break a dollar and now it's halted and they're like, do I really want to hold longer or buy more? Probably not. They have time to think about it. CDTX not doing anything. We have SNOA coming down slowly here. So we're looking for about a $1.90 entry. Keep in mind, this is only a 1 minute 200, so we could see the drop. If you're looking at it on the 5 minute scale, this doesn't look good. We see the body's dipping lower than it should here. So this could be a bad play if it dips down any further. I'll probably take that chance either way, but rejected off the 200 on INPX. CDTX is still doing okay, I guess. We have quite a bit of resistance before we stop out on the remainder. ARD's not doing anything. ENCS, we halted at 6:47 a.m. At 6:49, we got 3 minutes left. GMBL. Let's get rid of ARDs. Oh, this stock. You know what? This is funny because GMBL used to be at $15. And I put it into my long-term holdings at like $11, and I think I saw it run up to like 17 or something, and then sold it because it was up so much, and now it's at 20 cents. 18 cents, 23 cents, back down to 20 cents. So this is not a bad place to be in. They're like this. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure it was GMBL. If we go to the daily, let's take a look. Yeah, it did. It actually ran up further. I'm pretty sure I sold around 17 though. But I bought it. It must have been on the climb when I bought it. I did buy it around 11, 10 or 11, something like that. But I'm glad I didn't hold it in my long term though, because I'd be crying right now at 20 cents. That's funny. Sometimes stuff like that works out. SNOA on its way back up. Damn, we missed it. We didn't get the entry. We were too patient with that one, I think. That's okay though. INPX breaking down. I do think GMBL it has some good volume here. We could probably look at getting in at 20. I would almost guaranteed I need 20 cents here to make this work. GMBL, even if it's like top 20. We're gonna go for 24 cents, and we're gonna go with a 19-cent stop. So we can only afford to give this 1 cent, of course. Am I still full in it? No, I took profits at 113, and now we're down. Oh, it's breaking through both resistances at once. Let's hope it recovers. See, I was thinking about not taking any profits till 115, but I don't know why I did take profits at 113. It wasn't 1-to-1 yet. I think that was the only thing that was kind of stopping me. GMBL at the 20-cent mark here, so we're at the bottom of 20 cents. We might get a 19-cent entry. That was so close. Let's check the 5 minute. The 5 minute says it could go down to 19 cents for sure. Now, do we wait? I mean, we could wait a little bit, but you want to get in at least at 20. If there's no chance I'd get in at 21. CDTX still looking not great, that's for sure. If we took SNOA, it would have been $1.95 to $2.12, which is not bad actually. INPX, it's near the bottom here, so we could be looking at this and thinking that we could maybe jump in at the bottom here. Now, is that smart? I'm not really sure. Okay, so GMBL is definitely bouncing. I mean, I guess we ought to jump in somewhere. GMBL. We'll see what happens. Might as well. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. INPX. I think that INPX is going to bounce from here. I think I'm going to try with a pretty tight stop loss. Just to give it a shot here. $1.90. Going to go for $2.10. And then $1.84. Now I'll go $1.83. Give it 7 cents. If it breaks a new low, we'll be out. Although in the grand scheme of things, we literally just put our stop at the bottom of the bounce here on yesterday's aftermarket, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Unless we can get a better entry. If we can get a better entry than $1.90, then maybe we move that down like another cent. Just one though, not too much. I don't know if that'll happen though. 0.20. Okay, $1.89. Give me $1.88. I could take $1.89 right now. $1.88. There we go. Oh, hey, it got even better. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, I can move that down. I'm going to still only move it down 1 cent, so I'm going to go 182. Even though I have much more room than that. But that's okay. I only want it just breaking that low. CDTX definitely hit the remainder of our stop and blew through it. Oh my god, 97 cents there. Snow is still looking good up there. GMBL, yeah, this was a shot in the dark here. We'll see if it can hold. So our stop loss is bottom of 19 here, so about right there. ENSC unhalts and we're halted again. I forgot about ENSC. Did everybody forget about ENSC? We actually forgot about this unhalted and went up, and we're almost done this halt. That's how long I forgot about this. This resumed at 6:52. It is 6:55. We have 2 minutes left on this halt. Well, yeah, no, we have 2 minutes left on this halt. That's funny. Snow is still looking good. Damn, I can't believe we missed our entry there. $1.95 was looking real good right now. Now we're hoping for this bounce on INPX. We don't really want to see this running lower than $1.87. GMBL not doing what I want it to do. Where should we see a bounce here? There might be a bounce at 1936 here. If not, there's a good chance at 1919, but that's getting pretty close. So I'm hoping we start to see that move like now. Oh, it's not your fault. I still decided I wanted to take the shot on this, but it's just not working out. I didn't think it was going to break down from that 200 that quickly. I thought we would see at least one bounce first, but no bueno. CDTX is back up to $1 here. Still looking pretty bearish though. SNOA, still shaking my head at this one. I should have gotten in. It was. The volume is good. The price action's for a stock that's only 20 cents. The price action's pretty good on it. Like, it has a lot of the good things, and it might still move up. There's a good chance that we break back through the 200 and it climbs, but that was pretty close to stop. I should have been more patient. I knew I could have waited for a 0.19 entry, and I didn't anyway. So it's mostly my fault. Okay, ENSC 652, 657. It should be unhalting here pretty quick. I'm just going to put out the alert. Taking profits, ENSC on unhalt. Stopped on INPX, yeah. Yeah, it's breaking down, so this is something we don't want to touch then. This one was another shot in the dark. We knew that this had a chance of breaking down, but we wanted to see if it was going to break the low. Ended up being a pretty tight stop because I waited for $1.86 to enter, and I only moved it down to $1.82 stop. ENC opens up. We are up huge on this. Take your profits. That was $1.40. Back down to $1.26. I wonder if we'll run up. I wonder why that didn't halt, going from $1.24 to $1.45. Oh man. GMBL did climb back up to 20 cents. I could have almost gotten a break even on it if I wanted to. Now it is halted. No, it's not halted. That looked like it was halted. It's okay. It's not the best. It's just making me sweat because it's so close to my stop loss. But it looks like we are building support like right here. So that's good, I guess. Seems to be pretty consistent across the board that there's might be a little bit of support there. So we're hoping that it bounces off there and continues on its way up. UNSC is breaking new high here. Please don't tell me this thing just halted like 2 cents higher than where it was before. It probably did because it dropped all the way down to $1.24 and then ran back up. Yeah, it's halted. 6.59, so we're looking at 7.04 for unhalt. All right, still got a little bit left in there. Let's see what happens. Pretty nutty run. Where did we get in on ENSC? 0.87. Man, I wish this was the bull market. You'd see stuff like this every single day, like multiple times a day. I still remember, I think it was ACY ran from like, I think it was like 30 cents to $3 in a day or something. Like all in the course of the first hour. Stuff like that is nuts when you catch it. Come on, GNBL, you gotta do something. INPX continues its breakdown. Not looking very healthy. It's got a big gap to fill here. Probably see this back down to $1.65. Every single day, man. Every day. This is why a lot of day traders, like when they hit a bear market, they just retire for a couple years because you don't need the money, right? If you're catching the bull market and you know what to do, you're making lots and lots of money. And then in a bear market, you can still make money, but it's a lot more of a struggle, right? It's a lot more brain power and discipline. So a lot of people just write it off. It's their vacation time. That's why I think it's nuts. Like I've had students that, join in the bear market and they struggle through half of it. And then, I can tell they've learned a lot and then they just give up on trading because they haven't made any money and then they go back to their job. It's like, well, you're going to miss the bull market and it's going to be super easy for you to make money in a bull market. We're looking at 21 cents to take profit on this, by the way. There's just no sense in like completely don't write trading off ever. Like if you see in the news it's a bull market or something, even if you haven't traded in a while, it's still worth putting a little bit of money in and picking up the old habits and see if you can make it work. Yeah, Mara, that was nuts. When does it? Yeah, that's the question. That is the question. Well, we'd have to phone up Putin and cool it with the nukes. We'd have to call up the feds and tell them to stop dicking us around. Call Trudeau, stop telling him to order 350 million vaccines for a population of 50 million. All the needless spending just doesn't make sense. You can call up Biden, tell him to let the pipelines flow. If we fix all those things, there's like a slight chance. It's all the guys, man. Every single guy that we all elect as leaders, they're all brain dead, I swear to God. They're the ones who put us in the spot. And you know what? I mean, this one's especially bad for a bull or a bear market because we had so many new traders coming in at the beginning of the pandemic, and that really caused such a push in the market for it to be a bull market in like 2021. So since we pushed so hard on that, like the recovery time's getting even lower. And now we're hearing that the Fed's been lying about things and that, what they said was slowly getting fixed is actually still getting worse, and it's dumb. It's dumb. This whole thing is stupid. We could be stuck in this mess for another year. Usually bear markets don't last more than like a year or a year and a bit, but this one, what are we in? We're 2023 now. I would say end of 2022 we started seeing things cool off quite a bit. German government reported cautious optimism about economic growth. There you go. Maybe we need to just start trading the European markets. I hear that they're not half bad. They're not as volatile and good as the U.S. markets, but you never know, man. It could be worth it. Hell, if nukes start flying or anything gets worse for the States, we might be not trading off U.S. currency anymore either. Invest in ammo, yep. No kidding. ENSC's unhalted. We saw that up to $1.53, dropped down to wow. I'm not understanding why this can go from $1.53 all the way to $1.36 and not halt down. I'm just gonna do some quick math here just to make sure it checks out. $1.53 to $1.36. What did I do wrong here? Oh, there's Yep, that's 11%. So my math isn't off. It should have halted at $1.36 before, and it didn't. Snow back down a little bit here. GMBL. Oh, you know what? We saw this halfway to our first PT, and now it's back down. Looks like it's probably going to stop us out. I'd be surprised to see this not stop us out this time. But we will see. CDTX is doing absolutely nothing down here. Snow is the only thing that looks still in play besides ENSC. Although FWBI is starting to move back up. ATNF is in a similar boat. We should start checking things on the 5-minute, right? Because we see the 200 line here, so we do see it's bouncing up to 200. ATNF, what about FWBI is a no-go. So actually ATNF is looking better than FWBI. We haven't stopped out yet. Still close though. ENSC is halted again. SNOA is back up. We're getting like no movement out of SNOA. There's enough movement to scalp for some quick profits, but that's really it. I don't know if that should have stopped me out. Oh no, low 1903. Okay, pretty close, but let's move back up a little bit. Maybe we don't stop out on this. 1903, literally 0.3 cents off. This one's been moving quite a bit too, 685 to 726, but it's not, the price action's not really favorable. INPX is just dying here, down to $1.70. CDTX not doing anything, ENSC's down. When did this go down? This went down at 704 to 707, so, we'll see this unhalt here in a minute or so, and then we'll probably... I'm expecting another drop off this since we're so damn high, but it's kind of hard to tell if it will or not. SNOA is slowly starting to move up. It's too slow, man. Like, you get 2 minutes where you can decide to jump in, and then it's just moving back up. So if you're not quickly cycling charts, you can miss it pretty quick. GMBL looks 50-50. Yeah, I know. It looks very 50-50. See, the problem is our stop loss is literally like right on an area of support. You can see it like multiple times, but I think we may have lucked out and it just didn't cut it on this candle, and we might start to see this move back up now, which would be really, really good. That would be the closest win for today. That's for sure. Any second now, ENSE. And I don't think there's a reason for a 10-minute halt unless they're counting it because it halted down. But we'll see. Any second now. 7:09. I'm starting to think it's not going to unhalt. Not for another couple minutes. And there goes Snow back up to 215. Or 215, 217. It's going to reach back up to this 220 level, might get rejected again. So, I guess we'll see. There's 220 right there. Do we get the rejection? Might go up a little bit more. We saw 222 earlier, up to 224. So, but if it's holding this trend here, it's probably just going to hit 220 and come back down now. ENSC's unhalted, so that was a weird halt. Unless my halt timer's wrong. Come on, ENSC, go back up, hit $2. That'd be great. The halt timer is great, except if you unhalt and halt within the same minute, it doesn't catch it, and that can sometimes mess it up. And I think we're very close to stopping out here. Again, we're at 1907. Slowest curl in history. Yeah, it's pretty slow. It's at a really weird spot though. Like there's a tiny bit of support at $1.68. Love 1903 again. I know. It's not breaking down from the low of 1903. I feel like it's just going to be bad luck. It's going to come down to 1903. It's going to just like move my stop up a little bit or something and stop me out, and then it's going to go. Snowa finally breaking out here, hitting that 223. If we can break 224 here, this might actually start to go. There's 224. Yeah, there it goes. Now come back down and let us get in so that we can actually do something with this. Now we'd probably be looking for a VWAP entry at 212. Shot gave back the level. It's slow. Yeah, I'd say it's slow. We were talking a little bit about, what we need to see a bull market come back. And I think the answer is just need to get rid of some of the political leaders. 1903 again on this candle. What is with 1903? Oh, there you go, 19. Yeah, it stopped out there. You know what? I'm kind of glad that was starting to get painful to watch. Bring Trump back? Maybe. Right. No plotting coups on live. You know what? I'm also recording this on YouTube, so I should be careful. Gonna have the FBI knocking down my door. Yeah, bring the pandemic back. Yeah. Man, pandemic was like the greatest time of life. I swear to God, it like Besides, people dying and getting sick and forcing people to get vaccinated and stuff, and human rights issues and stuff. The freedom was great, being able to just sit around and do nothing 90% of the time. Yeah, not for politics, just the market. He's not a very good political guy. I'll give him that. Actually, he's not. He's not a very good businessman either. But how things reacted when he was in market was great. 2024. I thought they were trying with the monkeypox thing. I think they may have been trying, but it just didn't pan out the way they wanted it to. Was it monkeypox? Is that what it's called? I saw it on the news for like a week, and then it was on TikTok with people saying, "Oh my god, it's terrible." Kodak was a Trump trade yet. We weren't supposed to. What? It was the Russians. Nice. I thought it was the Africans. I thought it came from Africa. Isn't that what they were saying? We're not supposed to call it monkeypox anymore. What were we supposed to call it? Is there like an official name? Hmm. You know what is insensitive is I heard people calling COVID the Kung flu, which I giggled at it, but I get why it's like not nice. I thought it was a funny, yeah. Weaponized smallpox. That would, yeah. I mean, you don't even really need a weaponized smallpox. It is a weapon. It's terrible, from what I hear. Never had it. I probably would be dead if I did. I'm not really sure. Can you die from smallpox? Maybe you do need to weaponize it. Oh, we have a vaccine for it. Okay, well then yeah, we would have to chimerically change it, I guess. You only accept big pox. It's not the size of the pox that matters, it's how deadly it is. Yep, we're not getting into snow. It's just not giving us an entry. It's just going to continue to climb now. Something like that, yeah. The government buying actual stocks changed the game? Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think monkeypox was as deadly, right? Like, I get that it made, like, big ass sores or lesions on you and it would, like, scar you, and that's terrible, but I don't think many people actually died from it. Did that? Did they? Did they? Yeah. Not did that. That's what I heard too. It was just embarrassing and painful. Enos's like dead here. I think if it could bounce off the 20, but I doubt it. A few people died. Okay, but did they die from monkeypox or did they die from, getting hit by a bus or something? Because that's what they were saying about COVID too. There was all these COVID deaths, and then it was like, oh yeah, but if you had COVID and then you died for some unknown reason or even a known reason, they just claimed it as a COVID death. Yeah, exactly. All deaths in 2020 were COVID. And then if you go back and you look at the flu records, like they normally keep how many people die from the common flu. It was like the same amount as COVID every year, except all of the flu deaths were gone and they all got changed to COVID deaths, which I thought was hilarious. And they just finally came out saying it. The Bay community here got vaxxed for monkeypox. There was a vaccine for monkeypox? Oh my god. I didn't even know, like, how did they come up with that so quickly? I thought it was like 2 weeks that it was known for and then it was just gone. Oh, did they just use the smallpox one? Yeah, exactly. 90% of, they were either over 80 or some strange thing happened. Like they got hit by a bus or they had a heart attack or it was unrelated, Something like that. Response to the smallpox vaccine usually. I thought you said it didn't. Come on, Jackal. Gotta get your story straight. Wait. Are we talking about like monkeypox? There's multiple strains of monkeypox? Is that what we're saying? Got it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it happened. Multiple strains of COVID, yeah. What are we on now? Like Optimus Prime? Can't remember what the last one I heard was, but it reminded me of Transformers. CDTX is not doing anything. ENSC, you know what? ENSC is looking like it's starting to curl. We could take a chance here. I might just be getting bored because there's nothing to trade though. So that's the big fear here. I think I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna try it. ENSC, we're gonna go in at $1.10, trying for $1.25, and then $1.05 stop out. Risky play is definitely a risky play. We don't see the volume that we really want to, and $1.05 is pretty close as well, but we don't really want to see this break down any further anyway. Bullish on the 5-minute. Yeah, I agree. That is bullish. And you know what? It did hit that 200, and it looks like the bodies are staying above, which is definitely a good sign. Do I want to take that chance again? I don't know. But it does look good. Old smallpox vaccine. Yeah, but can't they make more old vaccine really fast? TCRX, let's take a look. Yeah, it's really not doing anything. We will see, we will see. I thought that's exactly how production worked. They could just look at the old vaccine and be like, "Hi, here's the recipe for it. Let's just make more." Maybe not like exactly a recipe. ENSC broke down. Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, you know what? That's okay. It was a tight stop, so. Tight-ish, I gotta say. It wasn't exactly, you know, the tightest stop in the world, but. Patents. Yes, right. I forgot about patents. You have to be careful making someone else's thing. God forbid it saves people's lives, because you need to pay them first. Mini squeeze, yeah, it looks. GMBL does look good. Snow is just breaking out like crazy. Still no chance at an entry here. Never pulled back to VWAP. Painful. Super painful. To your vaccine, heart attack, and seizure. Don't worry, if you have a heart attack or seizure, they'll have a vaccine for that. They're copywriting people's DNA? That's the thought that counts, yeah. I didn't know that was possible. How can you copyright someone else's DNA? I would understand if you can copyright your own DNA because it's yours, but how could you copyright somebody else's? Oh no, you double-sized on things? Oh no, yeah, yeah. I would imagine it sucks if you're not winning with it. You know, I have to say, I think GMBL does look really good on the 5-minute. I would have to get a 17-cent entry, though. GMBL. Actually, I think we have to call stop on GMBL still. And then I'll open up another GMBL trade at 0.17. Going for 0.20-ish. And then we'll go for a 0.16 stop. Although we're getting to this point. We're getting to a point now where, like, even 1 cent is a lot. Trying to get over the fear of sizing up. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I don't think doubling down is probably the right answer. I think it's something more gradual than that. I think you have to maybe try just going up like 5% a day or something, you know? Like 5% more each day. And it takes a while. It'll take a while, but it makes it a little bit easier. you can stomach it a little bit better. But doubling down is that's a big change. ENSC broke down a little bit. Looks like it's coming back a little bit. I think SNOA probably has a lot left in the tank. We're just getting to that high a day. I think we just broke it. So I think we need to look for a re-entry on this as well. Monday you did $2,000 trades. Today you went 1,500. Okay, so that's not that bad. Anywhere in 17s, yeah. Even like, yeah, I'm not expecting it to reach down to the bottom of 17. If it did, that would be great, but at this point, I might even take an 18 entry if I absolutely had to, depending how bullish it looks, but I'll give it a little bit. Snow, on the other hand, I kind of wanted some sort of pullback. I know it's holding this 90 EMA really well, but I'm thinking it'll probably come back down to VWAP eventually here. I think we can start closing down some charts. ATNF, I don't think I'm going to be trading that. FWBI, not going to be trading that. Definitely not trading this. Or INPX. CDTX, also pretty low in volume. So it's really just ENSC, SNOA, and GMBL. And right now, they're not... A couple of these aren't really giving us what we want to see. ENCS, we'll have to wait. This is going to be probably another momentum play. You're going to watch and wait to see some momentum breakout, and then you're just going to jump in and ride it up. SNOA, oops, did not mean to open up another chart. SNOA, we're waiting for a decent sized pullback to get into it. And then GMBL, again, we're waiting for at least a somewhat of a pullback here. So that's the game plan. What am I getting mentions for in futures chat? I think I missed it somewhere. I don't know. Oh man. All right, let's see here. We're at 18 here on GMBL. We could get in. 18's not bad. With 18 though, you're putting a 17 stop, and that's the risky part, right? So at 18 and a half, you could put this down to 17, but you don't really want to go lower than that. ENSC starting to break out a little bit, and SNOW's right back up. God damn it. This is not breaking that 90 EMA. The bodies are staying above the 90 EMA the whole time. But I know the second I buy in on this is when it's going to break down from the 90 EMA, and I'm just going to get stopped out. So I refuse. I literally refuse to do it. Not going to happen. I'll just sit here and wait patiently. I'm green for the day anyway. I don't need to push it. You know what? $300 trades is fine. And if you still... I know I've said it before, but for people who are losing and consistently losing right now, it's best to just keep sizing it down. Even when you start going negative, if you get down to like $5 a trade and you're still losing, just go back to paper trading. There's no point in wasting money, right? And then once you start seeing consistent success again, go back to a real account, start sizing back up very slowly, and then eventually you'll get back to where you were and maybe even more. That's the best way to do it. I've seen too many people go from having insanely good luck and making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 over the course of a couple months, and then all of a sudden they talk to me and they're down $40,000 and they're still trying to trade. Now they're doubling down on the size because they've been losing. It's a mess. Don't fall for that. Just keep sizing down if you're losing. There's no point in taking bigger losing trades. FWBI bounce? Oh man. Oh, what's a good bounce area? I thought you said what a bounce. I was like, man, did I just miss it? What's a good bounce area? I think we're looking... If I was waiting for a bounce area in here, I think your best bet... I mean, where it is right now isn't the worst, but I think you're probably looking about 547 to 540. Somewhere in that area, this would be the area I'd be looking at. We see a lot of bullish pressure in this area, so this would be where I'd be watching. GMBL back up here, 19 cents. $500 a day. Yep, exactly. Consistency is key, and consistency is where people make money. That's why I kind of stopped doing those big account challenges where I'm throwing 50% of my port in each trade and walking away with $1 million, because like that's not something that everybody's going to be able to do. And that's not the best example to set. You know, consistency is what's going to actually make you a better trader. Yeah. Just 2%. Oh my God, Snowa, I'm gonna have to jump in on this at some point. This is just annoying. We missed our entry to $1.95 here, guys. I'm just saying, $1.95 to $2.68 now. Did I get into GMBL? Yeah, I did. Yeah, in a 18, so 17 stop. We'll see if I was not patient enough this time. No, I'm not going to do it. But just, yeah, if Snow comes down to the VWAP line, there's probably a good chance it'll bounce and you could get a play off that. I just can't believe I missed it. That's such a big one to miss. But wouldn't have really known until this point anyway. Yeah. You can always take more trades and then off the live or whatever. FWBI slowly reaching down to that point. GMBL, hopefully we see this up to like 22, 23. That would be fantastic, actually, if we saw that. ENSC is not really doing what we want to do, and Snowa here is doing what we want it to do, just not in the way we want it to be done yet. Please play Fall Guys with you. Oh man, you know what? I'll try Fall Guys with you. I think I have to re-download it, but I know I bought it at some point, and I think I played it for like a hot 5 minutes. I'll hop on for a little bit and play some Fall Guys. Can I use my controller? Does it have controller controls? That's probably a stupid question. It probably does. Yeah, I bet it's better on controller. It was kind of annoying with keyboard and mouse. Zombie game? Well, I mean, the server got shut down, so. And then then it got started back up again. And now Emery's grounded, so. Fall Guys is free? Man, I'm pretty sure I paid $20 for that game like a while ago. Anyways, guys, we're basically we're not basically out of time. We are actually out of time, so we could go to the money board here. We made $310 today. It's been a pretty slow day. 3% on the port. We're only aiming for 2, so you know what? Most days we've been beating it. There's one day where we didn't, but we made up for it. Win rate is 76%. That can't be right. I must have something wrong here. No, maybe not. Maybe we did take a lot of losing trades today. Wow. And I guess it was probably the 58% win that kept us up. Yeah, that was basically our whole trade today was that. Yeah, that was pretty terrible. 76% win rate, not looking too great, I guess. I mean, I'd still like to hit 80% by the end of the month, so we're going to have to work on that. But $300 for the day, not too bad. 68% on alerts, which is pretty terrible. But hopefully tomorrow is a little bit better. Today was really not great for any sort of volume in the market. We still have a GMBL. Oh, you know what? We have an open GMBL trade, so that's counting as a loss when it's not yet. And hopefully Snowa gives us an entry we could take, but we'll have to wait and see. I know, right? But anyways, guys, I'm going to log off. Hopefully y'all made some money. Hopefully your afternoon trading goes well, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.